What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to a special episode of Man vs. Ghost. I'm out west. I'm in Tonopah, Nevada. You wanna know where I'm at? I'm at the freaking Clown Motel. Why, Jared? Why would you be here? Well, there's one main reason. I have come here to put to rest. If this is just a place for YouTubers to make content, and it's not really haunted. I want to make this disclaimer. This doesn't reflect anything to have to do with management here. People here have been very great, very nice, lovely people. So this is nothing against that. But tonight we're going to do a down, nitty gritty, just investigation. I got the Exorcist room. The guy up front said he couldn't promise that there's any hauntings, but it's supposedly one of the haunted rooms. So here you go. Her back's broke and little. I don't know what that is. And then of course we got the main chica. So hopefully her head doesn't roll while I'm sleeping. But I went and bought this little antique bell, which if y'all watched my brushy video, you seen it. I got it because in this town, they would use a bell like this at the hotel. And then later, I'll turn on my rigged up REM pod. And I rigged it up this way because the only way for it to go off is you'd really have to get really close to touch it. So I feel like if it went off, it'd be a little bit more interesting. So honestly, we're going to be in here tonight. And then we're going to shoot across to the cemetery because the Tonopah Cemetery is over there. And honestly, I feel like if this place was haunted, it would be because of that. Not because someone died down in the room down there. So we're going to go down in the cemetery tonight. So come along. Let's go. All right, guys. We're going to officially start the investigation. So, I got the EMF reader, got the REM pod, got the cat ball on a washcloth. That's important. Got the bell, static night camera, watch dogs. All right, so we are at the infamous Clown Motel. Every YouTuber I have seen that comes here says it's extremely haunted. If there are any spirits here, I left some equipment out for you. I'm sure you know how to use all of them. So if there's anybody in here with me, could you either make that EM... All right, can you turn that off? I'm not gonna lie, I just got goosebumps. All right, so if you're really here, can you touch that cat ball on the dresser right there? Make it light up. Or you can hit that bell right here. That'll let me know you're really here. Because that REM pod, sometimes holy moly. So this is my other EMF reader. For some reason it's going off. Alright, we're going to turn that one off. Alright, if that was you, make the cat ball light up. All you have to do is just barely touch it, and it'll light up. Alright, let's try a little different tactic. Were you one of the miners that is buried out in the cemetery over there? If so, can you hit the hotel bell? Or if you would rather communicate with my voice recorder, Can you make... Okay, the little EMF over there is going off. Now, I don't know if that's paranormal because I think this hotel room, it's full of EMF. I did a sweep earlier and it was... Yeah, so something's agreeing with me. Or either the temperature is going off because I walked over there. Can you turn that off in 3, 2, 1? Strange. All right. So I have this little black box in my hand, which I'm sure y'all know what it is. So if you come right up to it, you speak loudly and very clearly, I'll be able to capture your voice. Clown Motel, EVP 1. My name is Jared. I will be staying in this room tonight. If there are any spirits here, I will give you the next 30 seconds to come up to this box and tell us exactly what you want us to know. Were you one of the miners who was buried over in the Tonopah Cemetery next door? Are you a man or are you a woman? If you are trapped here, why? Ending EVP 1. Okay, so like I always do, I'll look at that and I'll put it on the screen right now if I captured something. Could you hit that bell for me? I'm not having any EMF over here. Did you turn the faucet on? That was probably me. I think that's the temperature. Turn it off right now. I need you to come up and touch this, like this. You barely have to put any pressure on it, and it'll go off. Or if you tap this guy, he'll light up. My fellow investigators are down here sleeping. Look at this baby boy. Yeah. Look at my baby girl. Oh, ho, ho, ho. That's my baby. So I don't want to brag, but these dogs have been to more national parks than most people in the U.S. And they've been to more haunted locations than probably most people's dogs. And probably most people. So these dogs are pretty well versed. I've only had 2 locations where it's only been Ace, which is the first dog I just showed. And he usually can feel things. We were at Old South Pittsburgh Hospital. We got to the 3rd floor. He tried pulling me out. And if y'all have ever been to Indiana State Sanatorium, if you go down into the powerhouse, it's really creepy at night. You stand right outside the stairwell, and it's like this little tiny house thing, and it just goes down. It's creepy. And he didn't want to go in that thing. So, ever since we've gotten here, they've just been chilling. I think the REM pod action over there was just for me getting up and walking over to it, and it set off the temperature change, I think. Because I'm not getting any activity on any other device. See, I bet you if I walk over here, it'll probably go back off again. Only thing creepy about the room is this painting. She's pretty creepy. The creepiest part is the nose. It kind of looks like a piece of meat. You got the cool Halloween themed bed sheets. What? I will say though, if y'all are coming through Tonopah, come to the Clown Motel. It's a cool little experience. I'm not gonna say it's haunted or not haunted yet because I haven't gone to the cemetery. And my main theory is if there actually is activity here, it has to be linked to that cemetery. It just has to. Because I've done digging on the property history here, and there's no history that points to anything that would lead to something being paranormal. So I'm not sure if that's just a story that was made up by YouTubers. Because the owner will come right out and tell you, he's like, I can't promise you're going to get anything paranormal. So it's shame on you YouTubers who come here and you put your gadget on and your phone box will say demon and you freak out. Y'all need to grow up. I know y'all are doing it for the sensationalism and the clicks and views. I get it. We all want clicks and views on YouTube. But do it the right way. Good God. See? That thing agrees too. Can you turn that off? In 3, 2, all right. I think that's just a temperature change going off. I would be really impressed to see the cat ball light up or the bell. Because the EMF reader over here, I don't really trust it. So if y'all can make either of these, specifically this one, if you can hit this one and bam, I'll believe this place is haunted. Look how high it is in here. You can't see it, but see if maybe I can zoom in on it. 7, 8, 8.0. That's just what it's reading right now. And it's been proven. If you YouTube ghost hunters, if you actually do your research, high EMF levels will trick your brain into experiencing paranormal activity. That has been proven. High EMF levels, which I'm guessing is probably the old wiring in this place. It's not something they've done on purpose. It's just old wiring here and all the electronics. High EMF levels will cause you to feel paranoid, like you're being watched. Sometimes you'll even have like auditory hallucinations. But you watch these YouTube videos, they don't take any of that into account. They get a simple word from their phone and they jump right off the deep end and they're like, this place is haunted. And there's so much stuff going on and there's nothing. Like I've been in this room, nothing. No sounds. I had the REM pod go off, but I don't really trust that. And I damn sure ain't pulling out a phone gadget. I did have a conversation with Colin from the Paranormal Files, and I'm not going to share what we spoke about or what was said. We had a mutually respectful conversation. He believes in the gadgets. I respect that. For me, I don't believe in the phone apps. I just don't. I will say GhostTube is the only one where I have had some responses that are spot on, but I mean, just mathematically, what are the chances? For me, a haunted place, you don't need all that fancy stuff. You just bring a camera and maybe like an EMF reader, like one of these, not the color tree kind, the one that shows you how much milligauss it's picking up. If you go into a haunted place, you're going to see stuff, you're going to hear stuff, just like Brushy Mountain, Trans-Allegheny, Indiana State. Those are all 3 locations I can put my stamp of approval of being haunted because I've had experiences there. Even experiences I didn't have on the camera, like seeing a spider-like creature dart across the hallway. I can't explain that. But the Clown Motel, it's still up in the air. I did go to the gas station a few minutes ago, and I picked me up a peace tea, the raspberry stuff. That stuff's fantastic. And he said, he used to live in Florida. I was like, well, what brought you back down here? He said, well, my family grew up here. And I said, yeah, this place has got kind of a haunted vibe. And he said, yeah, we have 2 of the most haunted hotels in the country. So I think the actual local community here believes that Clown Motel is haunted. So I'm trying to keep that in perspective. Yeah, it's so quiet. All I hear is the buzzing of the refrigerator. So what we're going to do, guys, is we're going to move to the cemetery now. So I'll see you all in a few. Let's go. I forgot to close the mirrors that Ghost Club Paranormal opened. So let me just... That mirror's closed, boy. So we're going to go in here and see if anybody wants to speak. Yeah, this cemetery is pretty darn old. I got my flashlight. Let me do this. All right, so let's just go pick a grave. See if anybody wants to talk. Wow. Husband and wife, 1907. Now, I think some of the people that are buried here they died in a mining accident. Some died from the plague that hit Tonopah. There's like a little booklet they include in your room, and it kind of gives you a rundown on some of the graves. So maybe I'll add that in the video. This one is Elias Nelson, died September 4th, 1907, was struck by train while walking down tracks. He was deaf. Well, yeah, I could see how that would happen. I'm sorry to hear that, brother. Hopefully you have hearing now, wherever you are. Yeah, it looks like it just has a number on it. Unknown. Forgotten by everyone but God. Man, there's a lot of unknowns in here. That's sad. Frank McGuire, age 68. I can't read it. It looks like it's a stamped metal piece. Got a little Hot Wheels toy down there. I'm sorry if my audio is kind of windy. It's because it's windy out here. I didn't have my little wind muff for my mic. All right, let's see what this one is. All right. Let's see if we can get y'all to focus on that. This one says, Benjamin A. Stevenson fell from 700-foot level to sump of the Tonopah Belmont mine shaft. Rest in peace, Ben. Rest in peace, brother. These are all pretty horrible deaths. Oh, this is a baby. Baby boy Bertrand. Wow, these are 2 babies. Baby girl, age 1 year. Died from cholera. Another infant. Tell by the toy on the ground. Baby girl died at birth. Baby girl, age 5, died from diphtheria. Y'all drop a comment. Let me know. What is diphtheria? I have no idea. I know what cholera is. She died from congestion. Must have had like tuberculosis or something. I know that's consumption, but congestion, maybe she had something to do with her lungs. Oh, this one's got an unopened yellow jacket on it. Cougars. Oh, here we go. Here's a veteran, Civil War. All right. And he was in the colored infantry. All right. Sounds like my kind of guy. Let me put the voice down real quick. And his name is William Benson. He's a Tennessee man. All right. Well, William, this little box I have in my hand, it won't hurt you. But it'll let me hear your voice. Tonopah Cemetery. William, are you still here with us? It says here you were in the Civil War. I want to thank you for your service. I'm sorry you had to fight in that war. I'm a veteran myself. So from one veteran to the next, I say thank you for your service. Is there anything you would like to tell us? All you have to do is talk loudly and clearly in that box. I just heard it was either a whistle or like a whimper. And if you've ever been to Tonopah, there's nobody here. Like, it's pretty much a ghost town unless you're right in the little heart of the downtown where the Mizpah is. All right, thank you, William. We're gonna go see what that sound was. Ending. That was strange. Sounded like it was coming from over here. So logical mind. Could have been wind blowing on something, maybe? Gosh, this graveyard is big. It just keeps going back. All right, let's just sit right here under Old Glory. This is kind of where I heard the voice or whimper come from. Did we just hear you? They say this hotel right here next to this graveyard is haunted. Are there still spirits who are active in this graveyard? Okay, I just heard a moan. Hello? Oh man, I got goosebumps right now. All right. What could have that been? Okay, guys, that was like a. I don't think my audio picked it up because it was far to my left, but it was like a. And I'm trying to find a logical reason what would make that sound, but it's sand and dirt, and you got a fence that runs around here. But that's really about it. Are you trying to tell me something? Okay, so there's a pinwheel noise, but it wasn't that. Thomas? Logan? Was that you making that noise? Oh, I bet you he was the sheriff. Yeah, he was. Well, thank you for your service for this town. kind of cool. I keep seeing like beer bottles. They look really old. But this one's a Sierra Nevada. So I can't say this one's too old. I'm gonna bring it right back, I promise. It's unopened. This was put in 2024. T.T. McDonald died of pneumonia, 1904, Scotland. So he's from Scotland. Must have been a pioneer. Trying to come to America to find a better life. It's crazy that you see a lot of these deaths here are just simple things that nowadays we go to the doctor, they give us a pill or whatever, and we're fine. But back then, man, if you caught a cold, you might as well just shoot you in the head then. It's crazy. Yeah, guys, if y'all come to Tonopah, this is what you need to come check out. I have goosebumps out here, not in a bad way. Like, there's a lot of history laying here in this sand. I mean, this is the entire history of the town laying right here. This is wild. Oh, Wilhelmina Lewis. That's a name right there. Age 22, died of heart failure. What? I'm saying, man, back then you'd be taken out. You mean 8 years old, dying of a heart attack. That's crazy. All right, guys, I'm gonna go change batteries, and I'm gonna come back out here because that whimper and that moo, that got this country boy's blood fired up. I'll be right back. See ya. All right, guys, so we're gonna go back one more time to the cemetery because yeah, I totally heard like a whimper. I guess what it would be kind of like a moan, but I got some better lighting, so we're gonna go to the farthest to the left now. All right, we're coming over here because this is where I heard the whimper come from. My name is Jared. Could you do it again? If I'm disturbing you, you can let me know. I'll let you rest in peace. Uh-oh. I can't say the word on YouTube, but unfortunately, he took his own life. I'm sorry, bud. I know sometimes life can be overwhelming. Rest in peace, man. I feel like there's graves here. Because there's rocks piled up. Kind of like where the graves are. And there's this big open area right here. Makes me think that maybe there's more people buried here. But we're going to go back here to this back left section because... See, what are these? You know? This one says Dayton Coleman. Died 1905. He's 58 years old. Native of Iowa. You see a lot of people that aren't from Tonopah here. Buried here. So it makes me think that they were, pioneers. They came from different places. I mean, there's been Ireland, Scotland, all different kinds of folks and colors and races came to Tonopah. Can you believe that? This was a big mining town, like a lot of the towns out here in Nevada. All right, let's check this one out. All right, this is Hannah J. Lydon. age 43. She was from Massachusetts. Rest in peace, Hannah. Are these like... Oh, they're just piled up. Age 11. Leiden. Gunshot wound. Wow, so this was the son of Hannah. Gunshot wound. That's terrible. Wow. Yeah, this is I've never seen a graveyard like this, This one is old, and it has this energy to it. It's really old. Got a lot of history here. Come to Tonopah, check it out. And I did get a chance to look inside the MISPA. It looks really neat in there. It looks like, how it would have been back in the day. That was the first choice of what I wanted to do. Sorry, there's like a hair messing with my eyeball. That was the first choice I wanted to do, but unfortunately I couldn't do it. And I also wanted to come to the Clown Motel because I have seen so many videos where people here and they just say it's just so haunted. So I'm actually glad I'm here. And I could be, the middleman between debunkers and the people that make those high octane videos. I can just give you all the truth, how I feel. Unknown. Well, I pray in Jesus' name that one day you are found and you are known. Just know that you are known in the heavenly realms. Okay, let me get y'all's opinion. I've been diving deep into the idea of Bigfoot and Dogman. I don't know if y'all have ever heard of Dogman. I know you heard of Bigfoot. And I am starting to believe they're real. So how would y'all feel if I started making some videos and content where I go to places where there have been reported habitations of big feet? I know I said that weird, big feet. And dogmen. I'd like to go there, check it out, maybe hunt some monsters. I'm not going to go deep and dive in that rabbit hole right now, but monsters are real. Let me know in the comments if you want to see some videos of me doing that. So I'm really interested. I want to get out in the woods. I spent the night in the Sierra Nevadas last night, and me and the dogs were sitting around the campfire, and the dogs, they picked up on something, and they were just staring out in the darkness. So I turned my headlamp on, and I just scanned, and I had two red eyes pop up, and I was like, what the hell? But I realized I had my red light on. It was just a deer out there. But if you are a Bigfoot enthusiast, you know about the infamous Sierra Sounds. Type it in, Google it. That's where I was last night. There have been Bigfoot reports, sounds. Just dive deep. And I'm going to throw out a, this playlist. No, it's not a playlist, it's a podcast, honestly. Check out The Confessionals with Tony Merkel. I've been watching and hearing his stuff, and it just blows your mind. But sorry, long story short, let me know in the comment section if you'd like to see me do those kind of videos. Now back to the video. What is this? This is W.R. St. Clair. I know a St. Clair. Pneumonia. Born California. This one's W.M. McFarlane. Does that say England? Oh, he's from England. He died in a mine accident. I can't tell y'all what those sounds were I heard. It could have just been my ears hearing something. and my brain just couldn't figure it out, I guess. But that was weird. That was weird. I've had weird feelings out here more so than inside the motel. But it's probably gonna be maybe about 2 weeks before I do another video because I'm traveling right now. It's really hard to. I have to find a hotel that has good Wi-Fi, and I have to work throughout the night to do a video. And I've just been trying to camp, so I'm in the video here. This is my idea about the Clown Motel. I'm gonna be real with y'all. I don't think it's haunted. I don't. If it is, and you believe in egregores, where people kind of create a haunting, that could be what's happening here. But what I will say is this cemetery here in Tonopah, it definitely has some weird vibes to it, for sure. So come to Tonopah, y'all. Get out of your city, get out of your house, just go travel, go somewhere new. Do it now, do it today. Start planning, saving. Every year, do a big trip. Life is too short. Get out there, have some fun with it. I love you guys, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.